Kylie Jenner shared two new glamour photos outside her Holmby Hills, California mansion on Wednesday morning. The 23-year-old Life of Kylie star looked every inch a glamour-pus in a colorful Versace bra top that made the most of her 24-inch waistline as she added high-waisted white. This comes after her baby daddy Travis Scott told id magazine that their daughter Stormi inspires his music. Jenner's eye-popping top made quite the impression. It had a bra top design with one side a lime green color and the other a soft pink with crosses everywhere. There were straps below that with a belt that had a silver Versace buckle. In the new shots, Kylie wears her raven-colored hair down over her bare shoulders as she is layered in her own Kylie Cosmetics. She added a small purse on her shoulder that was a leather-lined mini bag with a leopard. Kylie stayed with the colorful theme as she added several pastel-colored rings that went with her pink and yellow. The day before her ex Scott teased his new album has a whole new sound. The hip-hop superstar is set to release his hotly awaited fourth studio album, which he previously hinted is called Utopia, later this year, and has revealed has been working with new collaborators on the follow-up to 2018's Astroworld in a bid to evolve his music. Travis told id magazine, "I never tell people this, and am probably going to keep it a secret still, but I'm working with some new people and am just trying to expand this. I've been making beats again, rapping on my own beats, just putting everything together and trying to grow it really. That's been one of the most fun things about working on this album. I'm evolving, collaborating with new people, delivering a whole new sound." The highest in the room hitmaker relishes the challenge of cultivating a new sound and insists all the banging my head against a wall is worth it for the ultimate ecstasy he feels in the end. He continued, "It's never about repeating myself, I'm just trying to make the next saga. Each album is I don't feel no pressure, except to keep the fans alive. There's so much more ground I can cover, and I want to cover it, and I love the challenge. I want to make a new sound. I might spend days banging my head against a wall trying to figure it out, but once I do it, it's like ultimate ecstasy." The SICKO MODE rapper, who has 3-year-old daughter Stormi Webster with Kylie, also admitted he has never been more productive than amid the COVID-19. He explained, "You know, you're not doing any shows. You are not really doing too much. You in the crib, and I got the studio at home and I have the piece to record all day, you know? Obviously you lose a little bit by not being able to travel and, just see the earth." This comes a week after Kylie said she was overjoyed to do her father Caitlyn Jenner. The Kylie Cosmetics founder welcomed Caitlyn into her office for the 15-minute makeup session, which she posted on her YouTube page, and the 71-year-old reality star admitted she was so excited that Kylie could finally do her makeup for her after waiting so long. She said, "This is the highlight of my life. We've been talking about this." Caitlyn has her own YouTube channel and Kylie admitted she has really enjoyed watching the former Olympian's motivational videos and she became very emotional about it. She said, "I cried within the first 5 minutes. I watched them, I was so into the story, it made me want to get up and work out and finish my goals." The father and daughter duo also discussed how Caitlyn felt about still being. She asked, "Sometimes people get really confused when we still call you dad. I know we had a talk a few years ago and you were okay with us calling you dad. How do you feel about that?" Caitlyn replied to her youngest child, "I will be their father until the day they die, or I die." Meanwhile, Caitlyn previously confessed she is closer to Kylie than her other. She said, "Kendall's off kind of doing her thing, and Kylie, I had dinner last night at Kylie. We try to do that once a week, once every 2 weeks. I go over there and she always has these great meals, prepared. She doesn't do them, but they're so good. It's better than a restaurant. Kylie and Sophia get along very well." So it's Sophia, Kylie and myself, just 3 of us, nobody around, just in the house. She has some beautiful home. We just have a glass of wine and talk about stuff and this and that. And so from that standpoint, we're a lot closer. Kendall's not that. She's always very kind of a little bit more secretive. We're still very close, but it's kind of harder to figure out, where Kylie's more of an open book. Kylie is just the exception to the rule. I mean, she's just, all the stars